Streaming is on.
We could check into the position organizing. We can see. Either way, I wasn't really planning on going through a lot of details. Right now, like I was just gonna go over to the general concepts, and we could do the detailed training later in the future.
Okay, sure.
But the main thing to understand here is that it's actually a position, right? There's a position.
Okay.
Position for calendars and scheduling, right? And then there's multiple responsibilities for overseeing the Google Calendar.
Yeah. There's multiple, yes. Multiple responsibilities, for sure.
So I don't want to go over like all the details, but the main calendars we have obviously the the reminders calendar, which we've gone over before, but no one wanted to do. Right, so I think that's a very important one that we prioritize.
Mm-hmm.
Then we've got our main Gregorian calendar, and then we've got our main natural time calendar. I think there's also all of the event calendars. So as we get more into the events, obviously it's more important to do that.
Mm-hmm.
But for now, we're just going to focus on our Gregorian calendar, get that updated and organized. Okay.
Yeah, which is the one.
But there's obviously more calendars.
Time to pause.
And each calendar and each process is like slightly different responsibilities and all of that that we'll need to go over. 5-second pause. So when I go to here, the calendar that I see
Where?
On the website for the FQN HR portal.
Okay, let me go there. Go ahead.
I see org support, CSF weekly main session, and activity main session. That's what I see there now.
There is under interview. Yeah.
Right.
Under interview, scheduling interview, current sessions calendar. Okay, slowly. So you open the link, right, to the calendar?
You mean the link? There's no link to open. It's just on the website.
Okay, yeah, it's on the website. And where do you see the type of calendars that are there?
Well, that's the thing, is it doesn't. I can't actually see the. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It says right here on the top right-hand corner. There's the external Gregorian community calendar. There's the Selene lunar sessions calendar. There's the Unity primary planetary calendar.
Mm-hmm.
There's the FQN Gregorian community calendar, and there's the FQN main weekly sessions calendar.
Cool. And if I click here, great. I can see only what interests me.
So that's helpful that we know exactly what calendars we're dealing with. So then the best thing to do in this case would be to organize our sessions. So so obviously org support has been canceled, right? Or stopped, right?
Uh-huh.
Main session is continuing. Activity main session has been stopped, and the conversation we can get rid of, right? Because we're not in communication with them so much. So basically all we have is the main session. So we have main session for Thursday, Friday, Andromeda hour 3. Okay, so that one is active.
Yeah.
And then we need to look at our team calendar and we need to decide what else we would want to add. So we start here on Monday. Obviously, the executive session is not applicable to the public.
Time for breath.
All right, inhale. Exhale. And inhale together. And exhale, relax. So I would say the recruitment session is definitely a good public session that people could attend. Don't you think so? So recruitment, buddy, teamwork session.
For sure. Combat H3.
So then we have Umbrella Showcase website planning coordination. That does not seem like a good session for people to come to. And then we have assets, also not a good session for people to come to. Taxes, finances, not a good session for people to come to.
General teamwork is a good session. Work coordination.
Methodology, evaluation, problem solving, worker coordination. That one's a hit and miss because it's like it's perfectly fine for people to come to that, but not really like for their first session. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah.
Because if we're trying to focus on like methodology, contention, like dealing with documentation and documents, and someone wants to deal with recruitment, they don't really go together.
Yeah, but we should give at least 3 options. I mean, we're giving the main session, we're giving the Monday. I mean, obviously, we encourage them to schedule a session outside of these regularly scheduled sessions, but
well, they can always communicate with us ahead of time and come and let us know, and we can prioritize them. It's not a problem, right? It's just as long as they're communicating. But if someone just jumped on the session directly from the website, that's what we want to be thinking about here. So I would say this Wednesday, Thursday Cobalt for the Umbrella Showcase website, we have guiding documents, criteria, purpose. I mean, this is not particularly detailed. I would say this is probably a pretty good session.
Mhm.
So yeah, for the Umbrella Showcase website, does that seem good? Like a good session?
Seems good. Yeah, I will leave these 3.
So this would be Wednesday. Well, let's keep going through the whole thing. So this is Wednesday, Thursday, Umbrella Showcase website, Cobalt Hour 3. This is general recruitment. Okay, let's see what other things we have. So the next one is the
Main
website
session.
work, not the best time. The main session, perfectly fine. Value distribution budgets, also not a great
Not
time. Client work, not a great time. But I would say the pipeline experience model and sponsorship would be a good time. So Saturday, Andromeda Hour 3.
yes. That's maybe a good time. It's also Saturday. Yes. And it's there, recruitment, life support, sponsorship. It's in the recruitment is part of the other priorities.
Cool. All right, so I think that's good. We do these 4 sessions.
Yeah.
For our regularly scheduled session. Okay, so now that we have our 4 sessions, then we just come into the actual. Well, let's make sure we clear what calendar these all go to. So we have FCON Gregorian Community Calendar, FCON Main Weekly Sessions Calendar. So my understanding is that this would be in the normal FCON Gregorian Community Calendar. But I'll double check that. External calendar, Selene lunar sessions, Unity primary planetary calendar. Does that make sense in terms of like there's two Gregorian calendars. There's one for the normal community calendar, there's one for the weekly main sessions calendar. So I would say that this one would go that only this one, like so which calendar? So I would say that the main session obviously is this FQN Gregorian main sessions calendar. And all the other ones is FQN Gregorian community calendar. That makes sense?
FQN Gregorian Community Calendar. Yeah.
All right, so now let's take a look here. So we have
Gregorian.
so we have
I
FQN.
don't see that you see.
What do you not see?
FQN main weekly session calendar. I don't see this main session.
It says
FQN Gregorian main session
calendar. It's the last one.
Okay. FQN Gregorian community calendar. Yeah. Okay. External Gregorian community calendar would be basically the last two. Just the last two calendars, right?
Correct. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but we do need to update all of them. For example, like this external Gregorian communities calendar, this one has a section here that we want to delete. So I'm just going to delete and say all this and following events. And that will get rid of that one.
Mm-hmm.
Then we Gregorian regularly scheduled buddy team sessions. Interesting. So we do have a calendar that is Gregorian regularly scheduled buddy team sessions. So I feel like that is more applicable to the calendar.
Yeah, for sure. Because Gregorian community calendar, it's not really the community calendar, is the body team. Yeah, it's the work calendar. These three sessions: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, Sunday. That calendar you would edit, right? It's not here yet.
It's not there currently. So yeah, I think we do want to add it. I think it was because we didn't want to put that on this particular event, it was broader, but this for our recruitment, we do want some of that. All right, so one thing to note here is that we do have a schedule and calendar Google account.
Cool.
So it's good to note that because we might want to get access to that account, and that account has access to all of the scheduling and calendar processes.
Yeah, I would like to use this account then. So we have only one account that can update the.
Well, no, it's all done by account. It's not necessary, but that's something we should look into for the future, right? And Zulu had that. So let's start with the FQN main weekly sessions calendar. So if I click on here and I say settings, in this case, what we want to do is add you. Oh wait, you're already on it. You can make changes and manage sharing. You're already there. For FQX admin.
Okay.
So does Alberto have access?
Which calendar?
Well, I don't know, but this is the main session, so this one's a yes. So it's a little confusing with the calendar. Like there's nothing more complicated than sharing calendar settings. And the biggest reason why it's problematic is because I think you technically have to add it to your calendar. So it goes through the email. So you have to open your email, you have to get the email invitation, you have to add it to your calendar, and then you have to click all these buttons to make it work. So it's kind of confusing. But you might be able to go into a setting in Google Calendars where you can add a calendar that you've been invited to. Anyways, if we can get the link also to the editing of the form itself, that would be helpful as well.
The editing, which form?
Sorry, not the form. The editing of the website, the portal. Yes, the website portal. I mean the recruitment portal.
Of course. Here, line 18, 17, 19. So I'm here now. I'm trying to my calendar. Reminders. Other calendars. Try to find the calendars where I've been shared. Right. I cannot see any. I mean, inside the FQN examine calendar, and I cannot see any of these calendars. I don't understand why.
Let me attempt to resend it to you.
Yeah.
And see if so this would be for the, we're gonna just start, let's just start with the main session calendar and then see if we can get that one, and then we can deal with the other rest of them. Right. So let's see if we go exit. See element details, see only free, but the make changes and manage sharing. Get a shareable link. Make available public. Get a shareable link. Add people or groups. Okay, I tried sending it to you again. See if it works.
No, I don't see anything now. Let's see. Fresh. Should get an email, right?
Well, that's the girl. I might have to delete you and then re-add you. I'll do that if it's necessary. So nothing? You didn't get anything on the email?
No, nothing yet. Yet. Might take some time. Good Friday.
Okay, let me try
No,
deleting
no,
you and then
yeah, I'm not here.
I'm gonna try deleting you and then re-adding again. So delete and re-add. Okay, we did it.
Okay, now I got it. I know.
So you have to click on the link and like get it added to your calendar so that you can see it.
Add this calendar.
Well, did it work?
I'm checking. Yes, yes, yes. It works.
Cool. So I already pretty much updated that. So if you go to the website now, the only thing on the website is the weekly session, but we did change the start time of the weekly session to 1 hour later. So we still need to do that. So maybe you could practice doing that. So you just need to change the weekly main session to 1 hour later.
Okay, so instead of yeah, correct. I get it. Also, it's not called CSAF. Just gonna say
I
what
already fixed that.
I already fixed that.
Yeah, yours says CSAF.
Yeah, it was saying. But let me refresh me.
Yeah, make sure you're fresh. But also look on the actual website.
But it still says CSAF, but maybe because I'm in March. Let me see, April. April weekly main session only says, yeah, correct. So, okay. So I'm gonna update the time. So I go
Okay,
there.
I'm gonna try to editable link. I'm gonna try to get the the account working correctly here. Or the portal. Okay.
The time zone is different. I'm gonna, time zone is wrong here. She was putting the Egypt time zone. We want the UTC.
Well, no, the time zone is all based on your computer. So don't do anything with the time zone. Do not change time zone.
No, when it shows in your calendar, yes, but when you do the editing, it gives you the time zone of when it was created, the when it was created, the event was created, and it's with the time zone of Egypt.
Oh, yeah, that is kind of weird that it's the time zone of Egypt. Well, that means Joyce must have made it, right?
Yeah, Joyce was doing that. So I want to use the right time zone. So
Well, you can just do it UTC.
yeah, that's what I'm looking for. UTC.
But again, I just wouldn't worry about that. Like it's just a minor detail because it publicly and like we just don't notice that, you know. You certainly don't want to mess it up. It's easy to mess it up.
UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. Okay, so that would be 7:10 p.m. 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. April 6th. Okay, let's see. Now let me say that. Why? Once and after it starts. So, p.m. 12 p.m. Okay, perfect. Save. Let's see what happens now. I think I made a mistake here. 12 a.m. Save. Let's see what happens. This event, this and following events. Yeah, it worked. It worked. Now they're all updated to 1 hour later, to the right time. Right?
I'm gonna double check. Yeah, it looks like it's correct now.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Also, when you're up, when somebody's updating is in UTC time now. Great. Great. All right, so I can add the rest, but we don't want to
Well,
add
no,
it to this calendar, right? We want to add it to the
yeah,
other
let's
one.
try to get you added to the other calendar.
Okay.
We have to do one at a time. So now we're doing the FQN. Well, actually, we're going to skip the FQN community calendar and we're going to the FQN buddy team calendar. My understanding is the FQN buddy team calendar is supposed to have all of our buddy teams. But for now, let's just put the ones that are more public and then we can decide what we want to do from there.
We can say that we can duplicate that calendar and make the public version. Or in this case, we would duplicate the public version and make the internal version.
I don't know if that's what we want to do. We'll have to figure that out. Also, I don't think my timer thing is working.
No, I will miss the break and also the stretch and the breath.
I'm gonna try to quit it and restart it. I don't know why it's not working. So should we take a break or should we keep going? Or we could keep going till we're done with this if you want.
I take a quick 3 minutes break. 3 minutes only.
Okay.
Yeah, just to get some water. 3 minutes.